Hi, now we'll see how to configure OpenLM to monitor Office 365. Now, in order to monitor Office 365, we'll need first to monitor the allocation, meaning the quantity of licenses, and also monitor the usage. Mainly, it comes with the same license output, but here, with Office 365, it's separated. So what is taken from the license manager itself, from the admin portal? This is the license quantity, the allocations. And the other comes from the workstations themselves via the OpenLM agent. The OpenLM agent is installed on the workstation. Then it transmits the information, the usage information, to the OpenLM server. So from the agent, we'll get the usage. From the cloud, we'll get the quantity. So let's see how it's done. We'll need to first open up the OpenLM server configuration tool. Now we see that I already have it configured here. All you need to do is select the type, Office 365 Cloud. Give it a descriptive name that is Office 365 Cloud, and the quantity, because this will be the license quantity. This will not give us the usage. The time zone doesn't matter what you choose, but it's always better to choose coordinated universal time. The time comes from the admin portal itself. The host name, Office 365, but again, you can input whatever you need. Port 365, it can even be 1, doesn't matter. Click change. Here, you'll need to input your user, your Windows user. Now, this is not just any Windows user, the one that's configured with your Azure or cloud-based 365 installation. So you got the username, the password confirmation, and once you click here, it will take you to a login page where you can just select input your password and then sign in. Now accept. And that's it. Now we can go back here, and when we click test, we will get all the license output from the Office 365 portal. Now this part is the quantity. All we'll need to do is click apply. If it asks us to restart, then we restart. But now let's go set up the usage, not just the quantity. So if we go to the OpenLM interface, we see the cloud. But I have one usage configured here, another license server that's dedicated to the usage of the cloud. So how did I configure that? We'll configure it as unmanaged processes. So let's go to Start, Administration, Unmanaged Processes. And here I have Office 365. I just click Add Vendor. And I was able to add the feature. So let's do that now. Let's click Delete. Add Vendor. So it was, the vendor name, sorry, Office 365. Add the feature name. So it's Power BI, Desktop. That was the feature name, the process name. That's the description is Power BI. So we'll save it. And now we see the feature right here. We can double click it. We can track idle time of it. We can even enable a release method, but we're not going to delve into that now. Then we just have to click save after we set the quantities. So let's say I have 3 licenses. In actuality, I have unlimited number of licenses and one allocated to me, so it's one license in actuality. So I'll click Save. Now it's saved, and that's it. What we will see is actually two servers that both of them interact with the Office 365 components. So again, the unmanaged processes, got this right here, and let's go to the OpenLM server, refresh, and where is it? Here, the Office 365 unmanaged. Now, if I use Power BI, so it will activate that process I'm pointing to, and I'll be able to see that I have one quantity and I'll have one used license. And that's it. Let's wait for it for a moment. And that's the full process. You can also configure it using the Applications Manager, but for now, we can configure it with the unmanaged processes. And there we go. We see that I have one used license right now and one allocated license. So if we click on the allocated license, we'll see that I have Power BI Standard allocated to me. And if I click on the usage of it, then I'll be able to see that Office 365, the one that I'm using, Power BI, is now being monitored and we can see the usage. Now, if you want to show it in a report, then let me pull up the Office 365 report. You can show it using both license servers. So we'll simply select Office 365 and select the feature here. Now we'll also select Office 365 quantity and select Power BI Standard and click Apply. Now I have 1 million tokens for it and just one usage. So that means that we won't really see a difference, but if you have it closer to one another, then it will be more visible. For example, if we remove that, then we see that we're now just starting to get the session. You can even remove the aggregation and see it better. There we go. So remember, one is for quantity, one is for usage. Usage is with the agent, quantity comes from the cloud itself. And that's it. Thanks. Bye.